Hi everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a short story from Mahabharata, and the name I have given this story is um, Destiny and Revenge. And this I'm going to tell you through the story of King Pariksit. So, as you know, King Pariksit was the son of Uttara and Abhimanyu. And um, all the five Pandavas, after crowning Pariksit as the king, they had gone to forest. They retired to forest. And by that time, Lord Krishna had already gone to his Vaikuntha Dham. King Parikshit's birth was very amazing. You know, Aswasthama had taken a vow before King Duryodhan that he would kill all the Pandavas. That is why he killed everyone and all the five sons of Pandavas, and even he released his Brahmastra to the Om of Uttara just to kill Pariksit. But fortunately, Lord Krishna saved Pariksit when he was still in his mother's womb, and though he was born as a still baby, Lord Krishna gave him life using his yogic power. However, now King Pariksit became the king of Hastinapur, and he was a very good king, just king. Now, one day he was coming to his capital. That time he saw a bull and a cow. They were talking in human voice. Now he became very curious and stood there and watched them. The cow said, Ki, O bull, now you have already lost your three legs as Lord Krishna had gone to Vaikuntha Dham. Now you are going to lose your fourth one when Kali will enter. Kali, and as you know, first the Satya Yug, Tretaya Yug, Dwapara Yug had gone, and Kali was trying to enter, had already entered by that time when the Mahabharata war was finished. Now, Kali heard this and he got furious, and he took a human form and came and started beating both the bull and the cow very badly. This thing King Pariksit couldn't tolerate. He came to their rescue and immediately asked, Who are they? Now he came to know that the bull was no other than Dharma and cow was Mother Earth. When he took his sword to kill Kali, that time Kali joined his hands and requested, O king, and save me and give me some place where I can stay. Now Pariksit said, he told his name also. Now King Pariksit said, O Kali, right now you leave my kingdom, don't try to enter my kingdom and go away. Then Kali said, O king, give me some places where I can stay. Then Pariksit thought for a while. He said, well, then you go and 4 places you will stay. That is the place of gambling and drinking alcohols and prostitution, and the people, those who are living in adharma. You can stay there. Now Kali said, O king, these are all dirty places. Give me some good somewhere. Then the king thought for a while, then said, well, then you stay with wealth and gold. Kali became happy and went away. Now Pariksit, one day he came back. Then one day he was searching a box. There he found the crown of Duryodhan. So he became very curious and he put it. When, Kali he couldn't dare to enter his kingdom and neither do any harm to Pariksit. So when he saw that he already put the crown on his head, Kali entered into his mind. Now, King Pariksit, he went to forest for hunting. He searched deer, and after hunting, he lost his way. By that time, he was extremely thirsty and hungry. He looked everywhere, but he didn't get anything. Suddenly, he saw a hermitage and he saw one Muni was meditating. He was Samik, I think that Rishi name was Samik. He was meditating and he was in his deep meditation. So King Pariksit went there and he requested him again and again to give him some water as he was very thirsty. But he didn't get any response from the Rishi. As he didn't get, he thought that I am a king. He should at least, after hearing my voice, he should respond. But he didn't know that he was in deep meditation. Thus he got furious and there he found a dead snake. He brought that snake and put it on his neck and went away. Now after a while his son Sringi Muni, he came, he saw that a dead snake was on his father's neck. Then he closed his eyes and through his yogic power he could come to know that no one but the king has done this sinful act. He got furious and immediately he cursed, ki, O Pariksit, O king, being a king you should do the justice. Why did you do this to my father now? On 7th day, you will, from that to 7th day, you will die by a snake bite. Thus he cursed. After a while, when his father and Samik Rishi's meditation was over, he came to know what his son had done. He became very, he felt very sorry for the king and he told him, "Oh son, what did you do? This is not good thing. You have not done any good thing for the king, because he was a king and he is a just king. He is the last person from Pandava clan. Why did you give him curse?" So he informed the king, means to Pariksit, that his son had given him curse, that he will die within 7 days, with snake bite only. Hearing his words, Pariksit became extremely sorry for his own sinful act, and then he gave up everything and asked Janmeja to be the, means he made Janmeja as the king and went to the bank of the river Ganga. There all the priests, the munis, the sages, they heard about this curse and they came to Pariksit, because they knew that Pariksit was extremely good and a dharmic king. So they went on saying him so many, means Veda, they read Vedas and they went on saying the stories of Puranas and all the good things. That time, somebody told him, some rishi told him, कि nothing would happen. I mean, nobody could diminish his course. Mane, he has to go through the course of that Brahmin. But only one thing, if he would listen the Bhagavata Purana, then all his sin would be vanished. But however, he has to die on 7th day. And everybody suggested him to call Sukamuni to chant and to read the Bhagavata. Thus Sukamuni came to him. Sukamuni was the son of Vyasadeva. He came to him and he read Bhagavata. Even at the beginning he told him a story. First he started a story, then he told him the stories of Bhagavata continuously. And ultimately King Pariksit renounced the world. Means by that time, at the end of the 7th day, he was completely involved with God and he got the salvation. But the thing is that how the snake came and killed him. You know, when the king got the curse, that news spread like wildfire. So one Brahmin whose name was Kashyap, he heard this, and he was a very actually that Brahmin in other some Puranas it was written that Dhanvantari, some says something different stories. However, his name was Kashyap, and or Dhanvantari himself came in the name of Kashyap. His name was Kashyap, and he came to uh, rescue the king. Rescue the king in the sense he knew how to save the king after snake bite. So he was coming. That time Takshaka was coming to, on the seventh day, Takshaka was coming to bite the king. When by chance he saw this Kashyapa Brahmin, he then asked him, Ki, who are you? Where are you going? Kashyapa said that I heard that king, the snake is going to bite the king today, so I will save him, I will give him life once again. Then Takshaka said, Ki, is it so? Then do one thing, if I will bite this banyan tree, can you give the life to this tree again? Then this Brahmin said, Ki, yes. Now Takshaka bit that banyan tree, and it became completely, it was burned to ashes. And immediately this Brahmin Kashyapa, he gave the life, and once again the banyan life stood there. Now seeing this thing, he asked you, what for you are going to the king? Now because I want to get some money and the goodwill of the king. Then immediately Takshaka said, Ki, oh Brahmin, I will give you the double, triple, as much as you want, but don't go to the king and save his life. Now that Brahmin closed his eyes and counted, and he saw that he had also some power. And he saw that there is no more life left for the king Parikshit. Then he thought, it's better, whatever it is, if you will not survive, then why should I go and lose this money, which is given by Takshak? So he took the money and he went away. Now this Takshaka took the form of a worm and entered into a fruit that had given to the king for eating. Now when Parikshit ate that, he was about to eat that fruit, Takshaka took his own form. He saw the worm, but immediately Takshaka took his own form and bit the king. You know, after that, by that time, Parikshit was completely devoted to Lord Vishnu, and he had given up everything. He had no more attachment, no more love or affection for these worldly materials. He was involved with the God, so he died. But the thing is that after that, when Janmeja came to know that his father's death was only because of the snake bite, he lost his sense and he became extremely furious, angry, and enraged. He promised to do the snake yajna, sacrifice. Now he called the priest and started the snake sarpa yajna, and by that killing thousands of. But the moment the mantras will be chanted, the snakes were bound to come and fall in that fire, sacrificial fire. Thus he started to take the revenge. But the thing is that after that, of course, after a certain time, when Astika came and told him not to do this revenge, not to take revenge upon the innocent snakes, to stop that, he stopped it only when Rishi Vaishyampayan was called, and he recited the whole total Mahabharata during the Sarpa Yajna. By the way, Sarama, a head mother of the dogs, she also cursed to Janmeja as her child was bitten by his brothers. Anyways, the thing is that he stopped it, and the innocent snakes were saved. And this story, what it shows, कि King Pariksit, even though he was innocent, as Kali entered into his mind, he lost his sense because he never did this type of sinful act, but he put a dead snake on that Rishi's neck. And he, even if he was a Pandava and he was the, Lord Krishna was his uncle, but one wrong thing, no doubt that would get the reward, and he got it. Oh, and also he learned a lesson. Anyway, somehow this revenge and avenge was stopped there. But it is not completely, this revenge and avenge, two things are not had gone from this earth. Still now, everywhere these two things are continued. Everybody should try to stop it. Anyways, thank you so much. Once again, I will meet you with another story. Thank you.